Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video I want to talk about Battle on Buka Street. Battle on Buka Street is basically about the rivalry between two wives in a polygamous family, the rivalry between the wives and their children, and how this rivalry has eaten deep into these people, and how it is affecting them and how it is affecting their children. That's just basically the gist of the whole film. I don't give away anything for anyone that has not seen the movie, but that's basically what the film is about, the rivalry between these two people, or these two opposing factions. Right off the bat, I need to say the acting in this film was fantastic. Every actor in this film delivered their A games, from the main characters to the side characters. Okay, maybe some of the extras or the side characters weren't as convincing in their roles, but majority of the actors in this film were very, very good. One thing that made me realize how good these actors were was because of how despicable the characters were. A lot of the characters, or most of the main characters, were very, very despicable characters that me personally I did not like. But for me to still follow the story and to still be engaged in the story, it just goes to show how good of a job the actors did. Because most of the characters in this film were despicable people, but you could still go along with the story because of how good the actors were. And the actors in this film did a fantastic job. All of them, even the side characters, everyone did fantastically well. And man, the acting was one of the things that just hooked me in this film. I didn't like the characters, but because of the acting, I could appreciate the job or the amount of work that went into creating all these characters. Speaking of the actors, like I said, everyone in this film were amazing. But the standout for me in this film, the person that I enjoyed the most in this film was definitely Mercy Johnson. I didn't think I was going to enjoy her performance as much as I did. Mercy Johnson was phenomenal in this film, and that should say a lot because all the actors in this film did a fantastic job. But for me, Mercy Johnson was the standout because of how physical she was in her performance and everything she brought to it. She gave it her all, and man, she was so mesmerizing to watch in this film. Her character was despicable as well, but man, I enjoyed seeing her in this film, and her performance in this film was honestly the standout performance for me. Not that other actors weren't as good, but Mercy Johnson was just the best for me in this film. As much as I enjoyed the performances in this film, I had some issues with this film. The film feels like two different movies. The first part of the film felt like the Battle on the Buka Street film, but the second part of the film felt like a different story entirely. It was like we were going one way, then we just branched another way. And I was like, wait, is this the film I was following from the beginning? It just felt like the film, they wasn't sure of what they wanted to do, so they just told two stories and hoped we just accept it like that. Fine, it was okay, but it just felt disconnected. The two parts of the film didn't feel connected, and it was honestly a problem for me because it was kind of confusing. It was kind of jarring. I was like, wait, is this the film I started watching? Am I watching a different film? That was honestly how I felt like. And there was another thing. The movie was funny. Like in the beginning, it was very funny. It was like the first half of the film, when the film first started, it was very, very funny. Then that's why I said the film felt like two different films. The first half of the film was very funny. Then the second half just got very, very, very dark. Like, I was like, whoa, what am I watching? This film just got so dark out of nowhere. I thought I was watching a comedy. Then all of a sudden, this thing just became so dramatic and got so dark. And it just like, it kind of took me out of the experience. I enjoyed what I saw. I enjoyed how dark it was. But it wasn't as connected as it should have been. It felt out of place. With the narration and all the stuff that came with it, you'd think it was a comedy that you were watching. Then all of a sudden, the film got dark and it just became so dramatic. Like, at the point, I couldn't even hear any of the comedy that I heard in the beginning. So it just took me out of the experience. I still went along with the film. I enjoyed what I saw, but I just wished that the storytelling had been more coherent. When I saw the trailer of this film, I had the expectations. And the first half of the film met the expectations I met, but the second half just felt like a completely different thing, and it took me out of the experience. I went along with it, but I didn't connect with it as much as I would have loved to have connected with it. So guys, have you seen Battle on Buka Street? What did you think about it? Comment below and let me know. Is this your first time on my channel? My guy, please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this. Thank you for sticking on to this time. See you in the next video. Cheers.